The haunting echoes of Whistling Hollow. Gather round, for I have a tale that chills the bones and whispers of something ancient, something sinister. This story dates back to the desolate Whistling Hollow, a place shrouded in mystery where echoes of bygone horror still linger. Legend speaks of a family that once resided in a secluded cabin deep within these woods. They were said to be kin to an ancient curse, tethered to the land they called home. They spoke in hushed tones of things that moved in the night, of whispers that rode the chilling winds, and of a melody that haunted their dreams. The family reported strange occurrences, a mournful whistle echoing through the trees, growing louder as the night wore on. They felt watched, their every step shadowed by an unseen presence. The once serene woods became a labyrinth of fear, trapping them in a waking nightmare. As the days passed, the family's sanity began to fray. They found strange symbols etched into the trees, symbols they dared not decipher. Whispers turned into guttural warnings, urging them to leave, but escape eluded them, as if the woods themselves conspired to keep them imprisoned. Then, one fateful night, the whistling reached a crescendo, a haunting melody that pierced the silence. The family, driven to the brink, fled into the darkness, leaving behind only whispers of their tragic tale. Some say the spirits of the family still haunt Whistling Hollow, their stories a cautionary reminder of the dangers that lurk in forgotten places. But beware, dear listeners, for some stories never truly end. Should you ever wander near Whistling Hollow on a moonless night, listen closely, and you might hear the chilling echo of that mournful whistle. Beyond the Gargoyles. It all started with a jack-o'-lantern party at old Mrs. Hemlock's house. You know, that creepy Victorian mansion on the hill, all gargoyles and cobwebs. We figured it would be the ultimate spooky setting, a chance to outdo each other with our carved masterpieces. Now, I'm not exactly Michelangelo with a pumpkin, but I did my best with a grinning skull, flickering candle casting an eerie glow through its empty eyes. The moment we stepped into Miss Hemlock's creaky porch, the hairs on my arm stood on end. Her decorations weren't goofy plastic spiders or glowing pumpkins. They were gnarled branches painted crimson, animal bones dangling from the eaves, and symbols carved into the porch steps that sent shivers down my spine. Mrs. Hemlock herself, a bony figure draped in black, greeted us with a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes, and a cryptic "Welcome, children, let the night's games begin." The party started off normal enough, bobbing for apples, costumes, and candy, but as the moon climbed higher, things took a sinister turn. Mrs. Hemlock led us into a dusty old library, whispering ancient rituals and hidden passages. She lit candles carved with the same strange symbols from the porch, their flickering flames casting grotesque shadows on the walls. Then she started chanting, a low guttural language that sent goosebumps racing across my skin. My friends, blinded by Halloween cheer, didn't seem to notice the growing darkness, the way the air crackled with unseen energy. But I knew in my gut that something was terribly wrong. And then I saw it, a shadowy figure emerging from the darkness, eyes glowing like embers, teeth razor sharp and dripping with an unnatural luminescence. Mrs. Hemlock cackled, her voice echoing through the room. "Welcome, my sacrifice." Panic ripped through me, screams, torches swinging, shadows dancing. It was chaos. We scrambled for the door, me pushing through the terrified crowd, the chilling laughter of Mrs. Hemlock and the hungry rasp of the creature echoing in my ears. I barely made it out, slamming the door shut, leaving my friends behind in that haunted den. That night, I ran until my lungs burned, the image of the glowing eyes and the creature's grotesque grin forever etched in my mind. Did I escape a real-life Halloween nightmare? Or am I forever haunted by Mrs. Hemlock's dark rituals and the shadows that lurked within her crumbling mansion? You decide, but remember, some doors are best left unopened, especially on Halloween night. The Shadows of Midnight Manor. Welcome, my friends, to the chilling account of Midnight Manor, a place where the fabric between our world and the unknown grows thin. This manor, nestled in the heart of the countryside, held a dark secret that echoed through its halls, a secret whispered by locals in hushed tones. Stories spoke of peculiar occurrences within those ancient walls, shadows that danced where no light dared to tread, whispers that drifted from forgotten corners, and chilling drafts that whispered secrets only to the bravest of souls. A family moved in, unaware of the history that clung to every stone. At first, the manor revealed only its faded grandeur, but as the clock struck midnight, the air turned icy and the atmosphere thickened with an otherworldly presence. Rooms that were locked tight creaked open on their own, revealing dark secrets long confined within. The family heard muffled whispers in the dead of night, words that seemed to emanate from the very walls. Then, on a fateful evening, the family's youngest member vanished, swallowed by the shadows that prowled the corridors. They searched every nook, but the child was gone, leaving behind only echoes of desperate pleas. Some say the spirits within Midnight Manor never truly rest, their restless souls entwined with the very essence of the manor. Beware those who dare venture close, for within those walls lies a darkness that hungers for more than mere mortal company.